and you allow it to be filmed,
Yeah.
to be documented. So wrong. Now,
Even if you were doing it with an adult, why do you have to record like a man of his caliber and a wedding ring? Papa Penyimu, come on.
So
this man was probably in his 60, 65 or something.
But he would have gone on retirement then. I mean, maybe close to 60.
Maybe close to 60.
Close
but
to
if
60.
you look at him, and then this girl barely 17 or 16, probably 15 years. Oyemba. Until now, so now on sa. Ode Marshall said, "Kinky, are you crazy?" You know, and you have the courage. And it looks like the girl is the girl that is holding.
It's
the
a
phone.
selfie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a selfie.
And no, but why would you allow this to happen? What would? Hey, yo.
And
so when you go home right now, what are you going to say to your children? If you have a child her age, what would you say to your child as to what happened? What would you tell your wife? And I'm sure we all go to church. Most of us go to church. To your church community, what would you say to them?
It's very sad. It's very sad.
Yes, it would too. Yeah,
that was what I was going to say.
The kids of today, I mean, when they completed senior high school, and people have condemned it, but some people make fun out of it. These teenage girls and the things that they were saying in videos.
Yeah.
We're coming to do this. We're coming to do that. We're coming to do this.
Married men, we are coming for you.
And that's a married man. And it's when man shall also crabby pet. Ediayo. Udi hunamako no boni chika crabby pet. Ediayo. So you hear them, and some of the things that they say is so attractive. You might fall if your care is not taken.
David, there's no justification for that. It's like I totally disagree. It's like saying that because someone addressed provocatively, that's a license or a permission to rape. He is an adult and he must have full sense to know that he cannot, even if the girl is 18, by virtue of your position, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. So whether the girl says something, whether the girl portrayed something, whether the girl exhibited something, does not warrant that level of stupidness on his part. There's a man, I'm coming, there's a man almost 60, an assistant to someone in the position of trust. So whatever a lady do or does, whatever, does not give you the license or access to their body.
No, you don't just get up and become a headmaster or a headmistress. You go through the ranks. So throughout his teaching career, what has he been doing?
Who knows?
Throughout his teaching career, what has he been up to with these girls that he's been teaching?
You know,
oh boy,
some of these men, they will argue that it doesn't give you any. It's not your business. Like you just said, even if she's 18 years old, the code of conduct of the teaching profession.
If it's
exactly.
Say maybe she has had conversation. I'm saying maybe she's had conversation with her PS. Oh, headmaster, then you allow this to happen to you.
But they be a council. So there was a kind of yes, you two or craft no to money. I mean, there is nothing that can justify what this man does. No excuse will be accepted. But we've been saying this over and over again. The children that we are raising up these days, is a problem.
It is. I mean, so this girl, for example, the parents. What the parents say?
The reason why, David, you see, maybe I'm not getting that. The reason why I don't want us to go that tangent is that I've always said that how a generation behaves today is how well they are taught by the older generation.
Exactly.
If you have men behaving like this, how will the new generation of
what kind of children they're going to raise?
So for me, I think that tomorrow we need to get the GES Ashanti because this KNUST SHS. For Christ's sake. There's a school that is in Jimaji Krasi schools, What is happening? There's a school in the city, and he has the bonus to do this. We need to track this man. We need to go to every single school he's been to and ask whether he has done. Because David, you see, it's not every girl who have I have 3 sisters. It's not every girl who have the confidence to come out and do it. Maybe the girl even decided to record, to leak it, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That
maybe by maybe because he's been doing it, so he felt that I can tease him or I tease him out to record or something. 2, it should not end at interdiction or sack or everything.
This one prosecution.
It's prosecution.
It's going to be based on the investigations. They're going to investigate.
I'm saying that whatever.
So once at the end of it all,
they will investigation, baby.
They say it must lead to some investigations being done and possible prosecution.
If you go to GES, I can say, I don't have proof, but I can say confidently that a lot of the teachers are engaged in some of these immoral acts.
Oh, yeah.
With
a
the
lot
female
of them.
students. A lot
of them.
But Eugene, just to clarify this for you, nobody's justifying what has happened, though. But what I'm saying is this. These young girls of today ought to be given a re-orientation. Because if girls can complete school, like say we are going to do whatever them, do this, them. It tells you the kind of mindset they have. And once you have that mindset, you'll be willing to do this with an elderly person, like a headmaster of a school. So yes, in as much as the headmaster has goofed, let's educate these young ones. And listen, it's not about sex. It's about taking your book seriously and putting meaning to your future. And that's what I mean by utu momonefo no utu okrasofo. Because if you say you're punishing the headmaster, who knows who next is going to do whatever too? Because these same students, when they completed school, said, they have that mindset. It's for the husbands to sit up and say, no, I'll not stoop that low. But in as much as they have those mindsets, let's inform them, let's reorient them, let's educate them.
Yeah.
It is bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad.
And you see, the reason why, David, I'm even saying that we should do. We should do a proper investigation into this matter is that it is possible that there are other girls who may be victims to some of these things across the various schools, who because the video is not out, we cannot speak to it. But for me, wow, it is sad what really this man is seen doing in the very, very, very sad. Because David, you see, let me say that anybody can Google. You know, my mama at Benkum Senior High School, we've suffered from these things. And it does something to the reputation of the school. Just Google Benkum Senior High School to come up. You see, it does something to the reputation of the school. Many people be doing brilliant things in the school. Young girls doing STEM stuff, going to NSM Kill, old students doing stuff. Then just one silly act will ruin the entire name. Today we are not discussing KNUST SHS because they've won a certain robotic competition, a certain speech.
Because a teacher, a headmaster,
because a headmaster has done something.
Formulating.
I mean, you see, so
somebody just sent a message. Forgive me, Eugene, Leo. Somebody sends a message that says a teacher impregnated a girl, and they had an abortion. It became complicated, and the girl has stopped school. It's a message that just came on my phone.
You should report it. David, to me sometimes to this message.
No, where are the parents? No, what action are the parents themselves taking?
Me, what should I do? They follow forward. You see, we must be able to highlight some of these things so that, David, we get a proper system. It is not proper. It is not proper that teachers and people generally abuse their officers for some of these things. So, David, you see, it's the same subculture. Look at how our players suffer abroad. It's these things. You see, I don't know, David. The last time I was asking, I don't even say Becca Bedman or Patoko Hagen. It's the same. There are certain little things as men we need to tell ourselves and stop. Just because someone is your colleague, what kind of thing is that?
If the person cries foul or sexual, harassment, you'll be in trouble.
Exactly.
Because you did it. The person says it's sexual harassment.
There's a friend of mine, University of Success, right? There's a success. You see, normally in Ghana, you hug somebody. They want to hug a girl. Then the girl, I think he's a Brit. She understands this. So she put on said that never do this again. That you are greeting somebody, open your arm to hug you. It's harassment. So there are little things that we also need to tell the male child. You don't do.
Well, I went to the wife is enough, like the saying goes.
I'm happy you just mentioned some things we have to tell the male child. I've said this time and time again, that always you hear about women this, girl child that's all the institutions trying to go in and help the girl child. What are we doing about the male child? The reason I'm saying is every girl when they are born, it looks like right from home they are being raised up to fulfill men's desires, societal norms and all of that. Boys generally are left alone. Nobody
Women are
says
taught to cook, how to clean,
how to keep themselves. This is the reason why a lot of men at the age of 18 to 20, 25 things, women are reduced to just sex objects. They do not know how to communicate with women. They do not know how to treat women. just a couple of days ago, I was walking by this place and some young men, and girl, no, I saw toy man, I want to yeah,
but when we go to the rural areas to go give the sanitary pads out, you know what the Galamsey operators are doing.
Yeah, that is all that they see the girl to be.
We know of situations where somebody will buy a sanitary pad and say, well, you're my girlfriend, I'll do whatever I want to do with you. When you use a pad, no, they go so
what are we telling boys? As much as we are telling women or girls to keep themselves so that men will like them, what are we telling boys as to how to even talk to women, how to treat them, understand their positions in the society, what role that both sides play, and we do nothing about that.
Well, listeners, you can join us briefly. We just want to activate our phone lines for now. I don't know whether you've seen the video, and I don't know whether you read the statement, as released by the GES, but you can call us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. What do you make of what, you've just heard? What do you make of it? And call us now. We just want to pick about 3 or 5 calls. If need be, tomorrow we'll delve into this proper, because listen, we've had situations and instances, Leo and Eugene, where we have had students themselves engage in such acts and recorded it, and unfortunately it's leaked. So what are we doing about educating girls and boys about premarital sex, and if need be, even about protection? You understand? Because it's very critical, it's very key, it's very important as they grow up. Because like the message the person sent to me, that the teacher impregnated a girl and they had an abortion, an unsafe abortion where they had issues. Question is, what is the future of this girl? Say, because there were complications. Good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Dave, I hope you are fine.
We're well in here. Thanks for asking.
Dave, it's a worrying happening. It's serious. It's horrible and terrible. And as you say, David, some teachers are engaging in this thing. The students are brought to us to be mentored, to be coached, and to be helped to shape them for them to become better people, even than us, not to destroy their lives. David, for a headmaster to do this, it means that is something he's been doing. And David, you see, these three senior high school students, because they can set you up. David, they can trap you. They can set you. Look, David, if your colleague teachers can set up a girl for you, if you are not careful, you fall into it. That will destroy you and punish your image. So as much as we feel sad for this man, somebody who is just on the bit of going on pension, one year to Mama Ghana, Boko pension, I said the carrier, his family, his nuclear family, and all that. So I think it's a lesson to us. So be here, because GES is now coming after anybody who does this. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. There, Nana Kweku, good morning. Hello, Nana.
Good morning. All.
Hi, Nana. Good morning.
I'm so sad because I'm an old student of the sick. Is it the school of Faberbese? Because he was then our headmaster. Saddam was our headmaster back then, assistant headmaster. And it's the same position because you are a Mr. those days. Why would a teacher stoop so low? I'm not able to believe you have the test or the edge to go do this. Why don't you go out? Students. And I'm an old teacher too. And the question I keep asking myself, if you engage in this act with the student, at the end of the day, the following morning, is he going to call you my darling, my boyfriend, or what? You suddenly lose your respect in front of the kids. So why engage in this? If I had that headmaster, I wish I could use some word for him. Castrate, I don't have the rest. It should be done. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Let's make one more call. Kofi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dave.
Kofi, welcome.
Sometimes some headmasters are troublesome. Sometimes students are also troublesome. I recall when we were in school, Form 1 at Asantema, one of my classmates, he was a male. He gathered the courage to go and propose to the biology mistress. Meanwhile, this biology mistress was the wife of the assistant headmaster academic. And this assistant headmaster academic, in spite of having his wife as the biology mistress, he was still in love with a female student who was my friend. He was not my girlfriend. He was only my friend because we were in the same class. And because this girl was my friend, I suffered a lot of lashes from this assistant headmaster. He was thinking that Aggie was my girlfriend, but she was not. And so I don't know why always the assistant headmaster academic who are found in this act. You don't normally find headmaster himself. You always find assistant headmaster academic. Why? I didn't know.
Yeah, Kofi and Papa, Kofi has no cars and most of the gay assistant for no.
What Kofi is saying, I've suffered same before when I was in GSS. I had this friend.
Before you tell us the story, Kofi, thank you very much for joining us. Let's meet Uncle George. Uncle George, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Yes, Uncle George, let's say, sir.
Oh, it's something else. Yesterday, I was there, then I received a letter from GES through a friend in Koforudia. And he was like, Masa, come and see what your headmasters are doing to our girls in Kumasi. I was, what has happened? Then he forwarded the video to me. I was shocked. I was really shocked. In fact, David, I know you have two beautiful girls. And imagine it is one of your guests. I'm sure by now you would have gone for the van yourself. This is too sad. Why? An elderly man, this little girl standing with you there, it's like your grandchild. She's your grandchild. Why? In fact, we are praying that GES will come up with the necessary punishment so that it will serve as a detriment to others, because they can't continue to do this to our children.
I hear you. Well, that was Uncle George. Our final caller from Amakum is Francis. Francis, good morning.
Hi there, please, good morning.
Hi, Francis, good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, Francis. Thanks for asking. Trust you're well too.
By the grace. It's quite unfortunate. And I had a chance to watch the video myself yesterday. And I totally agree with the sanction of GES. But, you know, this is what is happening at the SHS level. This is what is being happening. And, I mean, it should serve as a deterrent for the other teachers who are also doing same, but they are not being caught. Masa, people's children, they brought their children to you for you to take care of them, give them education, and see what you're doing to them. See what you're doing to such a vulnerable child. She's naive, such an elderly person. How would people even say it? They say, I'll come in here with you. How would they tag you? That kind of embarrassment that you've received now. Let's learn. You know, thank you very much. I'm so sad today. Thank you.
Well, thanks very much, Francis. And it's not time for us to bring to you the latest from
point that I think we need to highlight.
Assistant
as a case, assistant.
Any teacher for a morning
So I've been showing to you some of the messages that are coming on my phone. And there's a particular school, the teachers there are saying that worse things are happening in that senior high school. We're getting some more details.
And who are they telling? You see, David, that's my issue with people. Yeah, I say, yo, yes, anima, you, yes, anima, me, one idea, what school your body, and as a man, yeah, fine protocol because of why I said I can't mention it. But you know this, and then we look at the tone of the message, meaning that thing has been recurring.
No, this is name becoming machine. That out. I saw the message.
Forward to the doctor. Yes. And then I think we need to go and see because we can't contain this. What is this? we cry a man to sorry. The LGBT pet is not even part. The boys too are also being abused because of some of these things. So
some by teachers, yes.
And you know that event we have where they come and we're like we Charlie.